Answer: a collection of activities performed by someone that, if done in a specific sequence, will accomplish an important business task. Question: what is a business process? We're going to write one now. My name is Nina, and I'm about to get in your business. Business processes can be tedious and boring. Business processes take time to write and update. Most companies do not have business processes in place, and sometimes this can bring businesses to a complete halt. Business processes can be tedious and boring. Business processes take time to write and update. Most companies do not have business processes in place, and sometimes this can bring businesses to a complete halt. Simply put, clearly written business processes allow your company to continue to operate in the absence of an employee. Not only do business processes provide corporate empowerment beyond belief, you won't sweat when key employees take a day off or if you need to terminate an employee. Have you ever needed to pay a vendor but a bookkeeper was out to lunch? That new employee starts Monday, but you forgot and sent the hiring manager on an assignment outside of the office. Had to terminate an employee and someone needed to fill in until a replacement is found? This is where a good up-to-date business process comes in. Let's get started. In order to do this video properly, let's create an actual process. We'll name it New Hire Process Document. You and I are going to write a business process on what steps to take after you hire a new employee. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to put it all together for you, and you will see how I write business process documents. Also, for the purposes of this video, we are going to say that your job candidate has accepted your job offer and submitted the necessary paperwork. On the first page, it's a good idea to create a heading on each new process. The heading should include the following: the name of the process, in our case, a new hire process document. Process owner. This could be the name of your department or the name of your manager. This area can be changed to say department or whatever fits your business situation. Created by. Who wrote the process? Date created. When did you create the process? Last updated by. Who last updated the process? Last revision date. Date in which you updated the process. Should you have a table of contents? It's entirely up to you. If your process does not contain multiple types of documents, you don't need one. In this case, my table of content has multiple samples, so I created a table of content using Microsoft Word. In this area, let the reader know why this particular process was written. You can customize this to write what your company's purpose was for writing this process. Mine will say, to ensure new hires sign and submit necessary company documents, discuss company policies, and answer any questions. The scope of the process explains who or what does this cover. In our case, this process pertains to only newly hired employees. If your process encompasses other people, you would note that in this area. This explains when the process begins and where the process ends. In my example, the starting process boundary begins when an applicant accepts the job offer. The process ending boundary is defined when the new hire is set up in the company's payroll system. This is where you outline the process step by step. When writing these steps, you will need to insert your information. In addition, remember to add those unique steps your company performs when you hire a new employee. For example, if a manager takes a new hire to lunch on the first day of employment, be sure to put this information in the appropriate area. If your new hires are required to watch a video, please write this step in the order in which it would happen. I'm going to show you the steps in my example. They're going to fly by, and remember, at the end of the video, I'm going to put it all together for you. Process output explains the result of the employee performing the steps in the process. In our case, the successful transition from job candidate to newly hired employee. Exceptions can be a hiccup in the process that could prematurely end the completion of the job task. In our example, we have several scenarios. For example, if the conference room is not available, use a manager's office for the orientation. If the hiring manager is on vacation, the new hire document should be submitted to and list the person and their title that's in your company that would perform that task. This gives you a visual image of the process. Most times it's easier to follow the flow diagram if it's written clearly. It doesn't need to be pretty. It needs to tell you what to do and when to do it. It also needs to let you know how to handle exceptions. In my example, the conference room is not available. The exception is to ask a manager to use that person's office. Maintain a well-marked binder in one location to keep your processes. If you have multiple departments, maintain a binder in each department. In addition, mention processes regularly in employee meetings to ensure everyone is reminded to assist management with revising and updating processes. Also, it is a good idea for management to test written processes with an employee who is unfamiliar with that process and see if he or she can follow the steps for accuracy. Very important. Here's my sample process document. Please take a moment to review it while I wrap up this video. Business processes. If written clearly, they can greatly increase the chance of your company remaining fully operational in the absence of an employee. I highly recommend that my clients and other small to medium-sized business owners create business processes for critical areas in your company. I hope you found that video interesting and helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please let me know in the comment section if your company currently have business processes available for key areas. Do you have experience writing business processes? What types of processes have you written? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.